will be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. GA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thanks very much. The Hawks are one of the most dangerous scoring teams in the league. Trae Young says, we have guys who can make shots and make threes and really get our offense going. We can put up points really quick. We always have a belief that we're in the game. Guys, back to you.
Well, with a guy like Trae Young, it all starts with him. David, thank you. So with Johnson on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. We've got Devin Booker. Divac is out there with Barkley. Then there's Marion, and it's Nash in at the point. And for Atlanta, they've got Maravich. He's out there with Dominique Wilkins. Fresh is out there with Mutombo. And it's Pettit in at the 4. And this offensive system, Brent, that the Hawks run allows for a lot of creativity.
Yeah, lots of dribble handoffs at the top of the key. You obviously have the, in case of emergency, break glass player in Trae Young. But they're not afraid to attack mismatches, and this is the type of offenses that I think a lot of players would enjoy playing in.
Pass to Fresh. With the drop.
That's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Now here's Booker. Nash outside. Good on the shot.
Steve Nash. You really can't let someone with Nash's accuracy get that close. I mean, he won't waste those high percentage looks.
The pass to Pettit. Now Fresh. To the wing on the left. Pettit, the pass to Maravich. 4 on the clock. Fresh. They get it back. And Wilkins gets it to go.
Boy, he is quick off his feet and really stronger than he looks. Wilkins can burn you in that painted area.
Nash against Maravich. Nash outside. Back to Marion. That shot, no good. And Atlanta will come the other way. They went to Phoenix for their last meeting with the Suns and came out with the win.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
The second unit came in last game and just played lights out basketball. I'm sure they'd like to do that again.
First one falls for him. Here we sit right in the middle of the season, Brent, halfway through a long schedule. It's got to be a grind for these players.
Oh, yeah, these are the dog days, Kevin, and the thing that you want to do is make sure that you're continuing to come with that mentality that you want to improve. And there may be days where physically it's tougher. There might be days where mentally it's tougher. But those kind of players all collectively put together are going to end up achieving something in any given season.
Here's Barkley, and Barkley throws it down hard.
And very few guys can move the ball like Nash. He knows where his shooters are at all times and makes feeding them look easy.
Now, here is Maravich. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Here's Fresh. It's good from long range. Fresh has got 7 points in the game.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Divac against Mutombo. Divac, the pass to Marion. Passes it to Barkley. Back to Marion. Offline with his 3. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Fresh can't get it to go.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Booker against Maravich. Booker outside. Right at the free throw line. Here's Barkley. Here's Marion. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now here's Fresh. In the game against New Orleans, very impressive. Driving inside.
Guys, we had to take flight to get to this game tonight, but here's a guy who simply takes flight and flies that wheel on the basketball court. I mean, it's pretty surreal to watch a guy who can elevate to that level. And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And as things present themselves throughout a
and a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
Free throw good, D-Bucks. Atlanta leading by 11. So with Horford sitting on the bench, here's who's on the floor for Nate McMillan. Young and Bogdanovich are their guards. Then it's Fresh. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Pettit in at the 4 spot. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix Greg went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
The Suns have shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Stoudemire. AGA, what about these Hawks? They can really be fun to watch.
Yeah, and they just need to be more consistent, Kevin. It seems they can beat anyone on any day. If they can start doing that regularly, we're talking about big things in the future.
Now here's Fresh. 9 points in the game so far.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. It is hard to forget the crazy draft night for Bridges in 2018. Drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, his mom was an employee with the team. But he was traded an hour later to Phoenix. He says, it was tough, but once I came here, I loved it. The group of guys we had, I knew I wanted to be here. And they are sure glad they got him, Kevin.
They are indeed, no doubt. DA, thank you. Barkley kicks to Booker. Stoudemire the pass to Barkley, and he lays it straight in. Barkley's got his second basket of the night.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Pass to Pettit. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Brent, how has size now affected the way the game is played?
Well, if I could just take a detour, Kevin, I would tell you it's skill that has affected the way the game has played. I mean, this has always been a tall man's game.
And so it's Atlanta heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Trey, you've made it look easy so far. How have you been able to pick them apart?
I'm just taking what the defense is giving me. Open driving lanes. They're leaving some of our bigs open, pick and rolls, things like that. We just got to continue to do it and try to get to the win.
Make them pick their poison, right? Thanks for your time, man. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. After 2 quarters, it's Atlanta out in front. They've got the 7-point lead. And Shaq, what'd you see from Atlanta?
The production they've gotten from their bench has been phenomenalistic. I don't know if that's a word, but it sounded good, Ernie. As we know, depth is important to any team's success. They're demonstrating that tonight. And who knows, it might give the starters a kick in the pants. No one wants to be outshined.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Phoenix?
Their perimeter defense was lackluster to say the least. Shooters were getting open shots, guys were wide open. I mean, right now, I can walk off the set in shoes, in a suit, and get 3 threes wide open and knock them down on that defense.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go over there.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. It's been a clinic out there by Fresh.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
This is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
So we're Stoudemire sitting on the bench. Here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. We've got Divac, Devin Booker out there with Nash. Then it's Barker, and it's Marion in at the 3, the small forward. Stolen by Fresh. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession. Nash with it. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
The Hawks leading by 7. Maravich, the pass to Pettit. Back to Maravich. He gets it in there. Maravich has got the first basket of the second half here for the Hawks.
And he decides to go old school with the finger roll.
Nash dishes to Divac. On the wing, Marion. Fresh pulls it in. The Hawks shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Maravich, good.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flank.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Can't connect from short range.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space, just clanked it.
Out to Marion, a 3 ball, and a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
Booker more and more becoming a double threat, not just to score the ball, but starting to realize he can set up his teammates.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. And Phoenix making a change here. Stoudemire's checked in. Maravich against Nash. On the wing, Marion. Booker outside. 6 a shot clock. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters. Man, Devin Booker is a true shooter. A walking bucket, always ready to let it fly.
And the proof is right there in the numbers, Greg. I mean, 2 seasons in a row, he's been top 10 in field goal attempts. So he knows how, when, and where to get that ball up.
Now Fresh. He's got 12. Tries again. He lays it in. Fresh has got 14 points for the game.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
And Barkley throws it down hard.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
2 minutes remaining.
It's Wilkins on the wing. Here's Fresh. He's got 14. Three-pointer. Pettit controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Pettit's got his second bucket.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
And the Suns call time here. We look at Fresh. What a contribution.
Yeah, he is on a major role today. This timeout was desperately needed. They've got to come up with a new game plan designed to shut him down.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Here's Nash. So with Horford sitting on the bench, here's who's on the floor for Nate McMillan. They've got Smith. Maravich is out there with Fresh. Then it's Wilkins. And it's Mutombo in at the center, locking down the middle. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Back to Maravich. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Fresh. In the corner, Wilkins with it. And it's off from three-point range. Suns trail by 11. Nash outside. Pass to Divac. Back to Nash. 6 to shoot. Stolen by Fresh. And here comes Smith leading the fast break. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. And the three ball is good. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Hawks.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And another difference maker that we could point to tonight has been second chance points. They've been in there, they've had active hands, they've been in great position. They've been smart attacking the offensive glass.
At the line for the Suns, Vlade Divac at the line for 2.
That free throw missing.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Devin Booker, he's checked in for the Suns. And he can't hit the second.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Fresh, the pass to Pettit. Shot clock at 6. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
His first. Team's first.
And a couple years ago, the NBA played with the 72-game schedule. Do you think the NBA will ever shorten the number of games long-term and go back to that number?
I don't know, Kevin, but this idea of the mid-season tournament seems to be gaining more and more traction, and there's a lot more interest in what it would do to the competitiveness of the middle part of the season. And I think we're all for something like that, where something's on the line and we see guys elevated in that element.
And the quickness of Nash's game, just taking a shot there before the defense has a chance to react.
Here's Fresh, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Suns trail by 15. Nash outside. Marion outside. And he gets it to go.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Now here's Fresh. And Divac pulls it down. The Suns running out of time. That's tipped. On the wing, Booker.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
1:57 left to play here in the fourth. Floats one. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
The Hawks leading by 11. And there's the pass to Fresh. Kicks to Capella. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Vlade Divac.
Well, Capella's not backing down from that. He shoots right into the coverage to create that foul.
Capella taking 2 shots.
No good on the free throw.
And so much reliance for this team on Capella and his grittiness to do the little things on the inside. They love that work ethic.
Trae Young, he's checked in for Atlanta. No luck that time either. Suns trail by 11. Here's Booker. And that one hits back iron.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Down low, hit it. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And points in the paint are a sure thing when Pettit's on the floor. He's just got too much game down low. He may not have the bulk of some of the other guys, but doesn't matter.
Here's Booker. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
Clearly defensive miscue there. If there's not a body on him that's sitting at the mid-range, that's a defensive mistake.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Hawks.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And the effort here tonight, adding to the W column for the season, will go down as their 48th win.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Fresh.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. You just never seem to stop.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Divac, the pass to Marion.
And Marion, a tough player to guard. That quick athletic combo forward with an unorthodox shot.
Sean Marion, 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Both good from the line that time. Here is Maravich. Here's Fresh. A 3 off the mark. And here is Johnson. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have a clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester. And that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Trae, leadership is such a key part of that point guard position. So what do you focus on with that?
I'm a big guy and good in team chemistry, so any chance I can, go bowling, hang out with these guys, go chemistry, and I think that's where it starts is off the court, because that translates on.
Yeah, you guys look like a tight-knit group right now, man. Congrats on the win. Kevin?
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you later.